My name is Dr. Kailash Mantry. I am a life coach and a mental health consultant. For the last 25 years, I have been researching on mental health and we have created the treatment without medicines. All the mental health can be treated without medicines. Now, so far, psychiatrist was the only option that people take medicines, but none of the medicines has been able to cure them. Today, I will be talking on 51 tips for mental health. Now let's understand what is mental health. All mental illnesses are curable without medicines. Mental health includes psychological, emotional and social well-being. It affects how you think, feel and act. It also helps determining how you deal with stress, relate with people and make choices. Now research says that in India more than 30% people are mentally ill, and in the Western countries more than 50% people are mentally ill. They cannot sleep without sleeping pills. Now what is the barometer? What is the test that you are mentally ill or mentally fit? We have developed a very transparent test. We have named it as mind mapping test. It takes just 20 minutes to give this test. This test is now available online in English and Hindi, and in next 3 months it will be available in all Indian languages. Within 20 minutes, you can understand the gravity of mental illness, the issues in your life, and if you are able to deal with all the issues, you will become mentally healthy. Now there is no human being who does not have stress, tension or problems. The issue is how you deal with your stress, tension and problems, and how long you take to deal with your stress. Today I will be talking on 51 tips for better mental health. Study shows that if you are mentally ill, your lifespan reduces by 10 to 15 years. Mental health only determines how will be your physical health. Stress, grief, depression, anxieties are some of the examples of which affects your mental health. Tip number 1. Get enough sleep. Insomnia is the mother of all diseases. If you are not able to sleep for any reason, you are inviting mental illnesses. Second tip is eat healthy foods, vegetables, fruits, anything which is naturally produced. Tip number 3. Exercise regularly, minimum 1 hour, and if your mental illness is serious, it can go up to 3 hours also. It is said that emotions lead to motion and motion leads to emotion. That means if you are emotionally disturbed, your body will be disturbed, and if your body is disturbed, your emotion will also be disturbed. Now there are many options for exercises. You can do cycling, swimming, yoga, pranayam, exercises, walking, and there are many options. Cycling or even sports is also a good option. If you are good in playing any sports, continue one sport for a lifetime. It will relax your mind. Tip number 4. Interact with people, share your thoughts, make friends and spend time on all these things. It is observed that mentally ill people want to isolate themselves from people. They want to sit at home only, and that also in an isolated room, which aggravates your mental illness. Tip number 5. Train your brain to be positive, and it is possible. The more your mind is positive, the more relaxed is your mind. The more your mind is negative, fearful, the more tense it becomes. And when the mind becomes tense, you tend to overthink, which complicates the matter. Your brain is a supercomputer, and you can reprogram your mind to be positive. For some reason, it has become negative, and it is possible to reprogram your mind to be positive. Point number 6. Be helpful to others. Do some good work for others and your mind will relax. You will feel happier. Point number 7. Stress is the biggest reason for mental illness. So learn to manage your stress and see the positive in every situation. Point number 8. Laughter is the best medicine for mental illness. You don't need any reasons to laugh. You can laugh without reasons and see how your mind is relaxing. Watch comedy shows, watch comedy movies. It is a wrong belief that if you are serious, people will respect you. Seriousness is sickness. So be playful and enjoy life. Life is meant to enjoy. Point number 9. Acceptance. Accept all the realities of your life. Accept all situations. Some may be troublesome also. But if it has happened, it has happened. Stop resisting whatever is your reality, like failure, rejections. Point number 10. Music. Listen to music. Music is very soothing to the mind. It relaxes your mind. Listen to inspiration songs, motivational songs, loving songs, and even bhakti songs, and even spiritual songs. Dance will also stop your mind, and if you enjoy dancing, spend some time in dancing. It will relax your mind. Point number 11. Expectations. The more you expect, the more frustrated you will become. And this is a very serious problem with all mental patients. Mental patient does not mean mad. Mental patient means excessive fear, excessive anger, excessive stress, excessive tension, excessive thinking, etc. and many things which are in excess. Excessive expectations. Frustration comes only due to expectations. And people who are mentally disturbed, they expect a lot from others and they find themselves incapable of fulfilling any person's expectations. They don't live in reality. Their expectations are unrealistic, but they don't realize that their expectations are unrealistic. And this creates a conflict. Very often, they don't express their expectations also, and they assume that it is other person's responsibility to make them happy. Point number 12. Positive thinking. Positive thinking is very essential for mental health. You should not lose any opportunity of attending any seminar, reading books, or searching on YouTube on positive thinking. You have to follow people who are positive and listen to them. This will relax your mind. It will stop your overthinking. Point number 13. Mind relaxation. On a regular basis, you have to do mind relaxation exercises like meditation, pranayam, and many other things which relaxes your mind. Point number 14. Connect with nature. It has been found that people who are mentally disturbed, they spend more time in indoor than outdoor. You have to spend more time with nature, like going to seashore regularly, spending time with greenery in garden, which will relax your mind. Play with children, play with pets. You can enjoy doing planting also. Anything related to nature, you should spend time with. Dreams, goals, desire. It has been found that mentally disturbed person have less and less of dreams, goals and desire. You have to restart your life and focus on what is possible in your life and create your dreams, goals and desire and take actions. Because without actions, goals, dreams and desires cannot be fulfilled, and this will again bring frustration. So spend more time in taking actions to fulfill your dreams, goals and desires. Point number 16. Enjoy sex life. Get married soon or have partners, because it has been observed that mentally disturbed person does not have friends and do not get opportunity to enjoy sex, and they more often enjoy pornography and they entertain lot of sex thoughts and they do lots of masturbations, which is not natural. Sex is nature's gift to us and it is a good entertainment, and it is natural above the age of 15 that you enjoy sex. Point number 17. Psychiatric medicines. Gradually reduce your psychiatric medicines, sleeping pills, because it cannot help you cure. This is not the solution for your treatment. The medicines has got a temporary role of forcing you to sleep, making you lethargic, lazy, and taking all your energy away so that you cannot think. But this is no real solution, and for the last 30-40 years, this is what mentally disturbed person go for. Point number 18, create possibilities of your life. Possibility means you have to only think now what is possible, and work on it. Create more and more possibilities of your life and work on it. Point number 19, improve your listening and communication skills. Now this is most important. There are a lot of training available on speaking and reading, but there is no training available on listening and how to speak. Now, truly speaking, 90% people do not listen, but you do hear. And there is a difference between listening and hearing. Listening is reproducing exact words what has been spoken, and this is not there. When it comes to communication skills also 90% people lack communication skills. Communication skills means you say exactly and the same words the other person gets it. Your communication is gotten. 90% communication is not gotten. You say something and the other person understands something else. That means you lack communication skills. Create empowering future. Create your future in such a way that you are very excited to work. And when you work, your future gets created. Majority people believe in luck. They feel everything is predetermined, and nothing could be done, which is not true. Every human being is born to create its future. Point number 21, forgive people. Forgive people who has done something wrong with you or who has done mistakes, and in this way, your mind will get relaxed. Majority of the mental illness patients, they cannot forget the past and they cannot forgive people. Point number 22, connect with your family members and start loving them. They are your powerhouse, and most of the people carry grudges with their family members for small mistakes which they have done, for something wrong they have spoken, and they stop communicating and they stop connecting. Majority people, they sit silently at home, they don't talk, and when they go outside, they share their life. It is better to share your life with your family members, and this way your bond will be created and there will be good communication in the family members, and all misunderstandings, all the past events can be forgotten or forgiven. Point number 23, make a list of your blessings on an everyday basis and stop seeing what is missing or what is lacking. It's a question of focus. If you focus on what are the blessings you got, you will be surprised. And yes, there will be something missing and something lacking, and you can work on it. Point number 24, get in the habit of journal writing your feelings, writing your experiences, your thoughts, and this will relax your mind and you will get good sleep. Point number 25, change your interpretations. All interpretations which are negative, which are giving you wrong feeling, convert it into positive feelings, positive thoughts, and it is possible. There is always two sides to the coin. So one side could be negative, and if you search, there will be positive side also. A good example is when the parents shout, children get upset. But if they start thinking parents are shouting for my good only, so it is a positive interpretation of the same situation. You can think they care for me, they love me, that's why they are shouting. This is also interpretation which is positive. Point number 26, be grateful, be thankful all the time, every hour. This is the best exercise for relaxing your mind. Majority of the complaints are because we are not thankful, we are not grateful. If you start the practice of being grateful, your situation will turn and you will see more good things in your life. Point number 27, love. Start thinking, whom do you love and who loves you? If this is the focus of your life, your horizon of love and connectivity will increase. Normally we think, who hates me, who does not like me, who does not love me. Now onward, start thinking who all loves you and who all do you love. If you realize that there is somebody who loves you, you feel good. And this is a question of focus. There is no human being whom nobody loves. Yes, there may be somebody who may not like your company, who may not like spending time with you, but there are many people who loves you, who likes you, who want to spend time with you. Point number 28. Always think that what you can do for others instead of expecting what they can do for you. And if you start doing something good for others, others will also start following it and they will also start doing good for you. Point number 29. Start loving your job, your profession, your work, and you will have less time in thinking on small matters which really does not matter in life. Point number 30. Parents. Start spending time with your parents. They are your real powerhouse. They are the one who is going to love you till they die. Parental love is always long lasting. But 95% children feel my parents do not love me or they love the other sibling. The truth is parents love all the siblings and people realize it when they become parents, that how parents think, how parents feel and how parents act. Point number 31. Fear. Most of the people, they stop taking actions out of fear. The truth is, the more you face your fear, the more fear disappears. Whatever you fear the most, make a list of it and start doing something, start doing what you fear, and slowly your fear will disappear. 95% fears are imaginary. That means it has not happened and it may not happen. But all the time if you think about it, there are more possibilities that those things will happen. So stop focusing on your fear and take actions in spite of the fear. Fear is the biggest barrier in you reaching your potential. Every human being is born with lots of potential, but because of fear, you do not act and thus you do not reach to your potentials. Point number 32. Take vacations, take break from the routine. Go to hill station, go to nature care center, at least twice a year. This will regenerate you, re-empower you and re-energize you. Point number 33. Regularly attend personality development programs, self-help training programs which are available online also and offline also. And YouTube is a big blessing that majority of the great people you can listen to and listen to their positive feedbacks, positive experiences. Majority of people, they do not learn from others and they do a lot of mistakes and then they learn. But life is too short. If what mistakes you have done, there are many people who have done it and they are willing to share their experience. So learn from people's experiences instead of you yourself committing the mistakes and then learning it. Point number 34. Put more efforts in finding solution than thinking of the problem. The true ratio is that 80% time you should spend on finding solutions and 20% time you can dwell on the problems. And if you want to become highly successful, 95% of the time you should spend on finding solutions and 5% time you should spend on dwelling in the problems. And only solution can stop your mind. As long as you are not getting questions to your answers, your mind will keep on dwelling on the problems. So talk to people, share with people, discuss with people. There is someone who has got some good solution for you. Point number 35. Self-love. Start loving yourself. Start accepting yourself in spite of the constraints, the negativity you have got, and say it is natural and accept yourself. Only if you can love yourself, you can love others. Others are only mirror. Point number 36. Learn to accept your failures, your rejections. Failures and rejections are part of life. Be sportsman. And even the best performer also fails more than 70% of the time. A good example is Sachin Tendulkar. Out of 10 matches, he does not score century in 7 matches, but still he is a legend. So don't worry about the failures and rejections. Failures are the best learning stage. If you fail, that means you have got something to learn, and learn from your failures and bounce back. In spite of the failures, every next attempt you should give your best, and this shot will be better than the previous one, and slowly you will reach your success goal. People take rejections and failures very seriously and they give up. A child, when he starts learning, he fails more than 450 times, but still he does not attach any meaning to it. He keeps trying, and thus every human being stands on their own feet. And this is a good lesson for you, that unless you have failed more than 100 times, don't give up. Point number 37, find a good life coach. A life coach who will inspire you, motivate you, challenge you, find your mistakes, improve your mistakes, and will help you in achieving your goals. Now there are many pseudo life coaches. A life coach who does not want you to be dependent on him is the real life coach, is a real life coach. So don't be dependent on life coach for the lifelong. Take help, support from a life coach, and your success route will be shorter. So these were 37 points what you should do. Now we'll see what you should stop doing, what you should avoid, or what you should not do for the betterment of your health. Point number 38, avoid all addictions like smoking, drinking, drugs, and tobacco chewing. Point number 39, avoid dairy products like milk, ghee, cheese, butter, paneer, etc. Point number 40, avoid or reduce bakery products, fast food, oily or fried items. Bakery products include bread, pav, cake, pastries, etc. Point number 41, sugar. Avoid sugary products which are not natural like chocolates and all artificial sugars. You can take good. Good is natural product. You can take jaggery. Avoid all sweets made up of sugar. Point number 42, argument. Avoid argument. Do not try to prove your point, and do not argue on small things. You may have point, but others also have a point. And argument only spoils relationship. Point number 43, past bad memories. Stop remembering past bad memories and start focusing on what are you born for, what are your goals, what are your dreams, and what do you want in life. Past is past. It has happened in the past. Bury the past. Point number 44, stop exaggerating your situation, your reality. Very often we use the word every time, always. Stop exaggerating and your pain will be less. Your mind will be more relaxed if you see the reality as it is or better than it is. 45, stop complaining, blaming others for your suffering. You are only responsible for your suffering, and the earlier the better. The earlier you take responsibilities for your situation, the better it is. Point number 46, overthinking. Stop overthinking and do less of introspections and more of sharing with people. I have got the best solution for it. Whatever problems you have, call 5 people and share your problem with them. They will give different perspectives on the problems, on the solutions, and your mind will get relaxed. So stop finding solutions yourself to all your problems. Point number 47, live your life fully. Whatever desires you have, whatever your heart says, follow your heart. Don't listen to others what you should do and what you should not do. Take advice. Advice is good, but decisions should be based on your alignment with your heart. Unless your heart says don't do things just to make other people happy. Really think, what do you really want? And you carry a blueprint. You know what needs to be done to achieve that. So listen to your heart. If you take actions on the advice of people, you will have more incompletions and there will be more disturbance in your mind. So even if you make mistakes, if you listen to your heart, it is good to make mistakes and the life will be satisfying. Yes, it is dangerous to listen to your heart, but through that only you will get courage, you will get habit of listening to your heart and living a fulfilled life. Point number 48, self-pity. Stop self-pity. You are not wrong. You may have done mistakes. Yes, life is uncertain, you may have breakdowns, but don't all the time hold yourself responsible for all the wrongdoings in your life. Be strong and motivate yourself to bounce back. A good story of one man was holding to the trees and shouting, "Please help me, I want to get rid of these trees." And there were two passengers walking by. The son told to the father that, "Why don't you help him in freeing him from the tree?" The father said, "He is himself holding it, the tree is not holding him, he is only holding the tree, so who can help him?" And there is a learning in this story that if you feel you are a victim, your mind will get disturbed, your confidence will get lost, you will lose your confidence. So stop being self-pity. Point number 49, stop judging people. Stop over-analyzing the situations. Stop negative interpretations of the situations. Create fun in serious situations. Take everything lightly and stop judging, and all your judgments will be wrong because other people's only actions are available for judgment. What they think, what they believe, what they feel, those things are not available for judgment, and majority of the judgments are wrong. It is difficult to judge the intentions of people, and so we should stop judging. Only actions are available to judge, and majority of the times, actions are not the right barometer to judge people. Do not compare or compete with people. You are unique and special. Explore your uniqueness and search what you are good at, and you will excel. Point number 51, don't be dependent. Dependency is not love. Yes, the whole world is interdependent, where everybody contributes to everybody's success, and some of people are only dependent for all their needs, and which gives pain. So stop dependence. Be independent. People are dependent for decision taking, for finance, for guidance. Take your own decisions. Be financially independent. You are born to contribute. You are not born to only take.